Google Data Studio is a powerhouse free tool that lets marketers quickly build data dashboards and reports. But once the reports are built, the question becomes, how do you actually analyze them for insights and optimizations? In this video, we'll walk through a live GDS ad data report, where we'll cover 5 best practices for analyzing data and distilling insights. Let's dig in. To quickly get an ad data report up and running, I'm going to use Joiner's free Google Data Studio connector, but there's a few others out there you can choose from. Joiner's good because it automatically cleans and blends your ad data, making it super easy to visualize and analyze. Plus, Joiner comes with detailed pre-built dashboards. Alright, now that we have a report all set up in a few clicks, here's tip number 1. Use data controls. Data controls let you filter through datasets without having to actually edit the data source connection. Not only do they make your dashboards dynamic and customizable, but they let you quickly drill into the data you're trying to analyze. In this case, we have a date range control, along with some other customizable controls like campaign. To create your own data control, head to Insert, look for the first line under all the charts, and you'll see a few controls to pick from. Once you've added the control, you can then select the dimension to filter the report by. For example, if you wanted to look at specific conversion data, you could add a fixed size list control, and simply check the conversion names you're looking to analyze. Now that we have our report filter to suit our needs, the next tip is to start your analysis by highlighting how your metrics are trending over a specific period of time. This helps quickly isolate metrics that are performing well and uncover areas of improvement. There are 2 key ways to uncover metric trends. The first is to create a time series or a combo chart, where you can visually see relevant peaks and troughs in the data. The next is to use a single metric chart, which we have here, that has an optional toggle to compare previous date ranges. So in this report, we see that we have a 23% drop in spend, but a 3.5% increase in impressions. This might be a positive sign until we look at conversions, where we had a 20% drop from the previous month, which tells us that those impressions aren't doing the same heavy lifting they used to. Now that we have a focus on impressions, we can move to the next analytical step, which is to isolate the campaigns that might need work and pinpoint the exact area of weakness. To do this, I'll head back to my data controls, where after a quick eye test, I'll cherry pick an ad group that has a significant amount of spend allocated. Since there's no control for ad group, I'll quickly create one. Now we get to tip number 3, custom metrics. Since we have our ad group isolated, I want to specifically isolate the days where my spend was most effective, generating more conversions for each dollar. To do this, we'll add a custom metric using the case when method. Case when evaluates a list of conditions and returns the first matching result expression. So in this case, our formula looks like this. When spend divided by conversions is less than 1, meaning each dollar generates more than 1 conversion, we want to highlight those days. And boom. After a bit of styling the chart, we can highlight days where our ads were most effective. Although we need a bit more data to draw real correlations here, we can use data like this to pinpoint specific days of the week over longer date ranges, of course, where our ads tend to shine. Now that we have some insights about daily trends, it's key to look at individual ads to understand what elements may be influencing change. As we look at our top ads chart, we can see that ad number 1 has a much better click-through rate than ad number 3, despite the decrease in spend. So let's head over to Facebook Ad Manager, where we can analyze the different copy and imagery used on each ad, and then make hypotheses about what might be causing the improved click-through rate. Of course, all these hypotheses need to be challenge tested one at a time, but this is a great start. Finally, the last tip to analyzing Google Data Studio reports is to use report-wide filters that can be toggled on or off to ensure all users viewing this dashboard that you create have a consistent view of the data. In this case, I can see that one of our conversion names is page engagement. Since I'm particularly looking for just post engagements, I'm going to head to Resource, to Manage Filters, and then I can create a new filter to exclude page engagements. Once that filter is created, I can now add it to individual tables or to all tables across the report. So, after following these 5 tips, you'll now have a great strategy for starting your analysis and identifying key areas of optimizations while creating data controls so you can easily share the report to key stakeholders who may want to dig deeper into the data as well. To learn more about Google Data Studio or Joiner, subscribe to our channel or head to our blog in the description below.